Hello, guys. This is Miss Bassaraba. I'm your 8th grade science teacher, but I am going to take you through a tutorial of some things about my PLP folder and also about Google Classroom. And I figured that posting a video for you would be the easiest way in order for you to be able to find the things that you need to be doing for me and me also to explain some of those things. So first off, I've had numerous questions about the folders. Right now in your PLP, the only two things that you're probably seeing is a folder for course resources and introductory science, because on my end, I have taken and hidden all the other folders because you're not going to be doing PLP lessons for me. You are going to be actually working in my Google Classroom. But I have been instructed to take and post the links in PLP so that you go and log into PLP, and then from there you would go to the link and it'll take you to my assignments in Google Classroom. So I'm going to open up this course resource folder. These were things that were put in here by PLP that I went and obviously through clicking the red eyeball, I took them out of your view because I'm not using that. I did post what is called the physical science course, and that is just a pacing guide to tell you what the class will be about. This remote syllabus, this is where you can find my Google Classroom code and also a code to join a remind for remote learners. So if you have not done that yet, you would be able to find that information in there. So I'm going to go ahead and close that folder out. Now I'm going to show you about the introduction to science. So what I have posted here is I did post a link. This is a video that I made this past weekend that teaches you how to download Kami, which is a Google Chrome extension, onto your device at home. So if you have not done that, go and watch that video at some point in time so that you can make sure you get Kami downloaded onto the device that you're using at home. And this is what the Kami extension looks like. And when you have your first assignment, if you have forgot how to use it, you would be able to go back to that video at any point in time. This is your first notebook that I have sent out for you. So if you actually click to open this up, there is a link there for you. And when you click that link, it will take you to my Google Classroom for that notebook. But if you have not joined my Google Classroom, it's not going to do that. So that's why it's imperative that you have joined my Google Classroom, and that information to join that class is in that resource folder. So now I want to take you over to this is your class, remote learner students, that I put you guys all in this class so that I could look at your work together. If you end up changing your mind and coming back traditional, you will end up joining the Google Classroom for whatever traditional class that you're in. But you're currently in the remote student. So that link took you to this assignment right here. Okay, so now I'm going to go to that notebook and I'm going to tell you a few things about this notebook. So first off, this is the intro page, and you would just type your name on this. All of these things over here are stickers, and you could take and drag and drop those onto the front of your notebook to personalize your notebook if you wanted to, or you could just delete them and get rid of them. You don't have to do that. That's not necessary. Here's another place that my syllabus is located that also has my Google Classroom information in it in order for you to make sure that you join the correct Google Classroom for the remote students. I think this one actually has my traditional, it has my actual syllabus in it. It's not just the remote syllabus that's posted in your PLP, but it should have the remote code on it. I could zoom real quick and look. It does. It does have that remote code, which is right there for that. But don't worry about that. You can get to it the other way that I showed you. So this right here is just some shortcuts, some information. You'll probably see this in numerous notebooks we do this year, just so that you can always reflect back to that. This is just a tutorial talking to you about the toolbar that's for Google Slides. This just kind of explains what an interactive notebook is. So you guys have done science notebooks in the past. The only difference here is that this notebook is digital versus it being you're writing with paper and pencil. So what you guys have seen, what you should be working on this week is you should daily go to your agenda for that day. So this was Monday's agenda. Now, one thing I want to point out is that these page numbers are going to be one page number off because when I originally made this notebook, that little locker that I had assigned for you to decorate was in the notebook. And when I took the locker out, I forgot, I did not go back and change these page numbers. And if I change them now, it won't change it on your end. So just I always look to see, but this would be like pages 18 and 19 instead of 19 and 20. And when you get to the next thing, it'll just be one page less than what it actually says. So what you would need to do daily on your agenda, here's your learning target. You guys know what that means. That's what it is you're going to be learning about for that day. This is your bell ringer question. You would be able to go in here and click into this, and you have a text box, and you're going to respond to that bell ringer. I don't care if you really know what the scientific method is at this point in time. You're just responding to it, what you know about it right now. And if it's very little, then you just need to state that. But you need to answer the bell ringer daily. Okay? So now, the other thing for you to know is that not only were you supposed to do pages 18 and 19 for your notebook, but you also have an iExcel lesson that is assigned for this day. These are what's called a hyperlink. And what the hyperlink means is that if you clicked on that, it would take you to that iExcel lesson. But something that I've learned this week is that in order for it to take you to that iExcel lesson and you already be logged in, that you need to already be logged into iExcel via your Clever. So if you had opened up another tab, like say you had another tab that you went and opened and you clicked and open Clever and log in and click on iExcel, then now you're logged into iExcel. And when you went back to this and you click on this hyperlink here, then you would be able to click on to this assignment, and now you're logged in to your iExcel account that the school has, and I'm going to be able to see that you completed that lesson for me. Okay, so again, go ahead through Clever and have a separate tab open and log into iExcel before you go into the iExcel lessons when you're in the notebook. Okay, so now moving on. So I want to scroll down from here. So you were supposed to be doing pages 18 and 19. So I'm going to scroll down and show you what pages 18 and 19 look like in your notebook. So page 18 was just a bunch of textual information. And remember, anytime you want to zoom so that you can read better, you can always go here and click the zoom so that you could read it better. Page 19 is where you actually have to do work. Something you need to know about this page and some of the other pages that you'll end up seeing in my notebook is that some of these are videos. This is a video and this is a video. In order for you to watch them as a video, you're going to have to go into presentation mode. When you go into presentation mode and it opens up, then you're going to be able to see how you could watch that video. So you would go to presentation, watch this video. Then if you press the escape button on your computer, it will take you back out of presentation mode, and now you will be able to answer this, and these are drag and drop for you to put them in the correct order where they should go for this assignment. After you finished this side of the page, then I would go back into presentation mode. I would click and watch my Mythbusters video, and then I would respond to this question. So that would be your assignments for Monday, other than the fact that you would need to go back and do that iExcel lesson. So the next day would have been Tuesday. And on Tuesday, you were to complete, it's going to be actually page 21, because remember my page numbers are going to be one off. And then you're going to have two iExcel lessons. And you would need to make sure you answer your bell ringer for that day. So I would always answer my bell ringer first and then start with the first lesson and then come back up and do your iExcel lessons, because this first lesson is going to give you information. This is going to be kind of checking to see if you understood that information. So scrolling down to page 21, here is what you would be doing for Tuesdays. None of these are videos. But if you wanted to zoom so that you could read this better, which I would suggest, and also for you to be able to see the pictures better, I would zoom so that I could read this information and understand it. Okay. If at any time, like some of this, like if you read through the information and you're still not quite understanding what it is that I'm asking you to do, ask me a question. You have the ability to message me through Google Classroom. You can message me through Remind. I will respond. Many of you have messaged me, so you know that I'm going to respond to you. What I need you to currently be doing is I need you to be going through all the work that takes you through lesson 5, which is Friday. At that point in time, after you have completed Friday's lesson, I'm going to actually end this notebook. I'm going to post another video after this one explaining why I'm ending this notebook, but you will do just the first Monday through Friday for Unit 1 notebook. And then I'm going to be prompting you all to turn it in once you have completed the full agendas for Monday through Friday. I'm going to end this video here. If you have any questions, please just send them to me, and I will try to help you out in any way I can. Have a great day.